What up, everybody? It's your boy, Straw Hat Brody. Here again, and now this is going to be a different kind of video, honestly. We're going to be looking at the upcoming patch coming up, The War Within, get a look at the legacy of Arathor. Now that's going to be, the human kingdom up in the Arathi Highlands. And it's cool that they're now bringing the Arathi from The War Within, back to what they call the old world, or just back to the Eastern Kingdoms. So here we go. The new Arathi Highlands campaign. While attentions have been focused on Khazalgar, a new storm is brewing in the Arathi Highlands. Tensions are rising between the Horde and Alliance. Join Faerun and Danath as they attempt to quell the rising tides of hostility between the two factions in a multi-quest campaign. You'll get to experience this new two-chapter storyline and branching viewpoints for each faction as you play through. Players will receive a few new rewards for their efforts. Alliance, the Stormgrade Tavern, and Horde, the Maghar Tavern. Shoulder transmog inspired by Faerun's own pauldrons, and read the Heartlands. I would say definitely go to the Heartlands. It's a cool audiobook that they did. Thrall is voicing it, so Chris Metzen, he's amazing. But this leans into my idea for what World of Warcraft could do with the factions moving forward. Like, I know veteran players, I've been around since Burning Crusade, but it's going to be kind of redundant if we keep having a peaceful expansion, then a warring expansion, and a peaceful expansion, and a warring expansion. Like, that gets old pretty quick. I'm pretty sure everybody was over it by the Fourth War and Battle for Azeroth. But here's something Blizzard could do. Because I'm not going to do it in this video. I'm going to save that for another one. But what they're doing with the housing is they can make it to where there's not three factions, but it would feel like that. Like, what would happen is you get to choose what quest lines you want to go ahead and pick, like the renown system per character. So say you have an alliance character, right? And you're really for the Arathi and taking back their homeland. You can do special rep quests that go ahead and boost your reputation with the Stormgrade, but it also lowers your reputation with the Maghar Orcs, because now it's World of Peacecraft, basically. All the races mesh together. Everybody, Horde and Alliance is kind of nuances. You can see people playing cross-faction all the time now. So it's like you can allow players to experience that with, hey, if you do this quest, these people aren't going to like you. Like, that's your choice. And those can be like how they have now with the renowned track storylines, where you go ahead, you got to build up the reputation to unlock renowned rewards. And we've been doing that since Shadowlands, honestly, with Dragonflight and now in the War Within. And I think that's how they can go ahead and tailor makeshift factions per character. Because say you have a Horde character and you want to side with keeping the peace, and that's what I think would be a cool title, is Peacekeeper, where if you choose the most neutral storyline, where you're neutral all throughout, you get the title of Peacekeeper, where it's more aligns with the story that the players are now choosing. Are you for Azeroth, or are you for the Alliance, or are you for the Horde still? Like, is that still rooted in the character you play? And for those who don't care for it, you could just stay on the main quest storyline, like in the game now, and you don't have to do the side renown track quests for each said faction. But if you do, you get to unlock faction allied story quests. You get different items, and that could even lean more into the housing that they're developing, where you can live in a special neighborhood that only humans with the renowned track of with the Arathi are high, right? Or you can get to live in a neighborhood with the Maghar Orcs, but you need to have the renowned track high or whatever. And that's where it would lean more towards individual characters. Because, of course, our renowned tracks are account wide, but each individual character, Blizzard can go back to doing that, where the reputations were character based instead of account wide. But I don't know. It's just my theory. On with what else is going on here. So we have Lorewalking with Lorewalker Cho. Players level 10 and above can speak with Lord Walker Cho in either Stormwind, Orgrimmar, or Dornegal for a renewed questing experience. You'll step back into some iconic lore moments in Azeroth with both previous quests and and a few new ones. There are 3 available repeatable quest chains. So we have Meet the Ethereals, travel to Netherstorm to fight Dementius, meet up with Illyria and Locust Walker in Legion, and head into the Shadowlands to meet the brokers and gain access to Teravesh. You'll also meet up with Venari. Now, some of these people you won't know unless you played through the expansion, so I like that Blizzard is doing this. Another cool thing that they did with I think it was a 30-year anniversary, was the questions of the day. I have some YouTube shorts on here too about that, where I think that was cool, where stuff like this for new players that don't want to have to go back and play the whole expansion, but can get little tidbits here and there and kind of get to know the story. So going on, we have experience Xal'atath storyline. That's something I definitely want to do. I'm going to try to go through Legion with my Shadow Priest and figure out, exactly. Because even back then in Legion, Blizzard didn't expect Xal'atath to blow up like she did. So learn more about the Black Blade of the Black Empire in Legion and see how Xal'atath gained her body in Battle for Azeroth and go back in time to the Black Empire to experience Xal'atath's encounter with the old gods. And then face the past with Arthas. Return to Stratholme for a condensed version of the culling. Feel the stinging cold of betrayal in Wrath of the Lich King, and confront old memories as you step into the role of the Lich King as he faces down the heroes of Azeroth. So that last part sounds like Legion. Or was it Legion? Where you get to play I think it was it was Legion, where you played as Illidan. Where you played as Illidan facing the heroes of Azeroth coming to kill you. That's what that sounds like to me. But also and it just came to mind, the Caverns of Time. That's what we need more of. They need to bring back Caverns of Time, because then that lets you go back and experience some of these old things through a new kind of perspective. And now Overcharged Delves. Now this is definitely for me. So things are about to become even more dangerous in Delves for you and Bran. We're introducing a new Delve-specific affix to 6 Delves to push you to new feats of heroism or to earn more shiny loot. We like shiny loot. So, there's the list of the 6 Delves. You'll engage with rare new enemies, more traps, and unlock traits in a new trait tree specific to Overcharged Delves. Selecting the right traits can turn the tides of traps by making them more beneficial rather than a detriment to your progress. Okay. I thought they were going to go the route of Torghast. I mean, it was already kind of like Torghast because you had those little power-ups in there, but I thought they would have put more in them, more of those in there. So here we go. Additional new rewards. Titan Disc Belt. Unlock the Titan Disc Belt at the start of the event to upgrade it through a weekly quest. New mount, Overcharged mech suit. Okay. New gear. More Delve currency. Okay, that's sounding more and more like they're leaning towards the engineer coming in. So I heard about this. I wanted to read about it too. New UI options. Combat Assistant, and Single Button Assistant. So Combat Assistant is a new feature coming to the game that highlights the recommended next ability based on resources and situation your character is in. This feature is designed to help new players who are trying out a new specialization, or those looking for an additional guidance on the abilities they should use without needing to turn to third-party apps or outside guides. This new feature is configured as an additional option that is part of the base UI to assist you with a damage rotation no matter which specialization you're using. Okay. And a few other, World of Warcraft creators are talking about this as well. I like the route that they're going, where it's no longer go to Wowhead to figure this out. or watch this YouTube video to do this, or whatever. Because I remember when you had to download a whole bunch of add-ons to like get everything going. I kind of stepped away from that. I tried to learn the basics, and I'm no hardcore raider or mythic pluser. I did do it. I did get up to 20 though. I got up to 20 in Dragonflight. But this is cool, like they said, for new players to even get used to new specs or new classes. So in addition, a single button assistant can be used to cast the next recommended ability in the sequence. This assistant is designed to have a small additional global cooldown added between abilities so that it is still useful for learning new skills, aiding those who are looking for additional help, or for those who want to experience the story or game on a more casual basis. It will also detect when an area effect, AoE, spell, or multi-target ability should be used. Okay, so that sounds definitely good for Wifey. We can definitely get her in and play the game now. So both of these new options should aid in lowering the barrier of entry for new players or players looking to explore new characters in a way that's meaningful to them, as the new cooldown manager added in the 11.1.5 content will continue to evolve over time. So that sounds really cool. Like they said, for people who are looking to play new classes, do new things, or even new players coming into the game, it's a nice, cool option. It's a nice, cool, track that they can toggle on or not go with. So, because I still like to just mindlessly, dive into new things and let's figure out what works. So the greedy emissary returns. Late during this content cycle, we'll bring back the greedy emissary event. During this event, you will be able to encounter even more of these devious greedy emissaries in Stormwind, Orgrimmar, Dornogal, and Undermine for new diabolical rewards, including a mount. You won't want to miss some truly epic, truly iconic rewards, including recolors of classic tier 2 armor sets for your characters. Okay, and that's the paladin going ahead right there. I like that. It looks like some decent drip. I might have to tune in for that. So what else we got? Oh. Okay. Looking nice. Let's see. We got the monk one though. Oh man. Wow. Might have to tap back in for that. All right. Oh wait, no. Let me get out of this. Let me see what else we got here. The warrior one? Wow. Now that's some drip. We gotta get the drip. The druid one, I like the retexturing, I guess. That set never appealed to me, but this color, this color one, it's doing something for me. I'll say that. It's doing something. And here we have the rogue, demon hunter, warlock. Classes I don't really play, so sorry if I didn't spend some time there. All right, and now slip into the Turbulent timeways with Battle for Azeroth. During this update cycle, we're refreshing Turbulent timeways with an addition of Battle for Azeroth in the rotation. This event will span 6 weeks, beginning and ending with Battle for Azeroth. Okay, so week 1, Battle for Azeroth. Week 2, Mr. Pandaria. Week 3, Burning Crusade. Week 4, Warlords of Draenor. Week 5, Legion. Week 6, Battle for Azeroth again. Okay, cool. We have 6 new time-walking dungeons for players to undertake: Atal Dazar, Freehold, King's Rest, Shrine of the Storm, Temple of Sethrelis, and Waycrest Manor. Man, real quick, Waycrest Manor, though, man, I do not have fond memories of that place. Like, I just hated getting lost in there. Like, I would get lost in there all the time. Players can also shop at a new Battle for Azeroth vendor that can be found in the harbors of Borealis and Dazar'alor. Okay. And that's it. That's all that we have for the updates coming in. So if you're not, tune in, get to playing, run your mythics, run your dungeons, get your rating. Tap back in to World of Warcraft, the war within. Let's get ready for Midnight coming at probably the end of this year. All right. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you're playing right now in World of Warcraft, and I'll catch you later.